Well, girls, it's Monday, and Crookshanks had kittens. You know, on the whole, I rather like kittens. So this week on All Made of Awesome, we are paying homage to the boy who lived himself, and part of this is because we feel like we geek out so much about Doctor Who and some other awesome fandoms that we're all a part of, but we wanted to really take a week to honor one of, at least for me, the original fandom that I was part of, which is of course Harry Potter. I personally am so grateful that we're having a Harry Potter week while I'm still here in the country, because as incredible as this summer experience is going to be for me, which I leave for in 2 days, I will not be able to see part 2 of Deathly Hallows like dressed up and with all of my friends. So I'm kind of sad about that. I know it seems like really selfish and kind of stupid to be upset about not being able to see Deathly Hallows in the United States, but so the blanket theme is just Harry Potter, and we're just going to talk to you about how much we love Harry Potter. So I thought I'd come up with a series of questions to answer. 1. Which house are you in? I am a Gryffindor. I have often contemplated the fact that I might be more of a Ravenclaw, but I'm a Leo. Question 2. What is your favorite book? Order of the Phoenix, which you all know from my, I think, very first All Made of Awesome vlog. This, although, leads into question number 3, which is, who is your favorite character? Now, if I have to pick one character, which is nigh on impossible, I have to say Severus Snape, because it's played by Alan Rickman so beautifully. Also, I'm a real sucker for the bad guy gone good. And the love story, can we talk about how I sobbed for the entirety of the chapter of The Prince's Tale? So cannot wait for Lauren Fairweather's new album. But the other reason why I love Order of the Phoenix is that it has a lot of playing time for my other favorite characters, who are Luna Lovegood, Nymphadora Tonks, and the Weasley twins, as well as, of course, Harry. And I think Order of the Phoenix is the book that we see Tonks the most, and we first meet Luna, whom I love. I have Quibbler up here. See the Quibbler. I love Luna. Perhaps my favorite reason why I love Order of the Phoenix so much is because I love to hate Umbridge. I feel like Umbridge is almost a worse villain than Voldemort in a lot of ways, and this is because I think she's more of a real world or real villain, because I could see her in the real world, and I feel like she embodies, more so than Voldemort, like the forces of wickedness like within our own culture and society. Now, the reason I say this is because even in Order of the Phoenix, when Harry is talking to Sirius in the fireplace, Sirius says the world isn't full of good people and Death Eaters, and Umbridge is not a Death Eater. I mean, she kind of becomes one, sort of, but she really embodies to me like the man. She stands for everything that I really try to devote my life to fight against. And that being said, I just love Dumbledore's army. I feel like Order of the Phoenix is this huge turning point in Harry's life, because in the end of Goblet of Fire, he of course realizes that Voldemort is real and like comes back to life, and that's really scary, and that's a big turning point. But I feel like in Order of the Phoenix, the revolution and war has really begun. So I feel like the 5th one has a lot of that innocence and a lot of that fun that the first 4 have, because Harry's still at Hogwarts, Harry's still young, but there's that real serious undertone to the entire book, you know, which I feel like is really manifested in the 6th and 7th books when the war is like fully raging on. My favorite scene in all of Harry Potter, and this is a surefire winner. My favorite scene is when Fred and George leave Hogwarts, and as they're flying out of the Great Hall, they turn to Peeves and they're like, "Give her hell for us, Peeves," and Peeves salutes them. And it's all about how much they can't stand Umbridge, and I love Fred and George. I love them. They're probably my other favorite characters in a bundle, and I just love that they like really stick it to Umbridge. So Order of the Phoenix is my favorite for a lot of different reasons. Ooh, kitty. Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite real-life memories pertaining to Harry Potter. On Friday, July 20th, I went to, of course, a midnight book release for Deathly Hallows. It was held at this tiny little bookshop, which is in my neighborhood. They had gone all out. I mean, that entire bookshop looked like the library in Hogwarts, like everything I imagined. I mean, they had these crazy curtains, and there were people everywhere, and it was so much fun. So what I really loved about it is that there were a lot of little kids there who were, you know, young and experiencing Harry Potter as small children. There were a lot of people my my age who were like teenagers, and then there were a lot of adults, and everyone was in costume. It was all these people who were like super dedicated to Harry Potter, and it was great that we were in this like small independent locally owned bookstore to celebrate that with each other, and so all my friends were there. So it comes to be like 11:55, and we're all queuing up, getting ready to get the books and to start reading, and it's been so much fun, and we've been playing all these Harry Potter games and hanging out with my friends when the woman who owned the bookshop, who was dressed in the most convincing Moaning Myrtle costume I've ever seen in my life. She was dressed in all white and had this crazy makeup, had a toilet seat around her neck, and had the diary with the tooth in it. It was so good. That's not the point of the story. The point of the story, she stands up and she goes, okay guys, in about 5 minutes, we're gonna be able to release this book to you. But I think I can speak for all of us and say that this is kind of a really big deal and a big moment for me and for all of you. And I really want to do something together to celebrate this moment. So can we sing? And I was like, yeah, we can do that. We all sang Auld Lang Syne. The whole bookstore, we were singing this, and so we sang the whole song, and then we went and I got my copy of Deathly Hallows, and I started reading right away, and I read till like 3 in the morning, which Sarah Michelle, you know I am not a night person, so that was a huge deal that I stayed up reading that late. And then I slept, then I woke up at like 8 the next morning and read and read and read, and then I ended up writing a review of the book for this newspaper. It's just one of my favorite memories of Harry Potter because it embodied to me why I love Harry Potter so much. It brought this community together of people who I knew personally, people who I didn't really know that well, but we were all gathered to celebrate this story of this incredible fantasy world that Joe Rowling had created. I mean, it was so good. So I think after telling that story, it's a little bit more understandable why I'm kind of sad that I won't get to have that for the final film. And granted, the films have not been as important to me as the books have been. I'm bringing this outfit with me to Africa because when I watch it, Lord knows, even if I'm watching it on my computer by myself, I'm gonna be dressed to the nines. So those are all the reasons why I love Harry Potter ever so much. And yeah, ooh, my cutie left me. So this is my last All Made of Awesome vlog, and I just want to say before I leave for the summer that I'm terrified and so excited at the same time, and I'm just so grateful that I have this opportunity, and I'm so excited to see where this channel goes while I'm away, and thank you everyone so much for being so supportive of me as I am beginning to embark on this journey. Everything Sarah Michelle said in her vlog, Pretending to be Me, was like so spot on. By the way, that might be my favorite theme that we've done yet. I just want to wish all of our viewers, all of the girls, the happiest of summers, the best of luck, and I will see you on the other side. And Jen, I will see you tomorrow. Goodies!